Chi direi? Non volevo mai.
ইঙ্গে করে দেখো ইঙ্গে করে দেখাবে পাশে ইঙ্গে দেখো সমস্যা
আমাদের তো কষ্ট লাগে যারা গোলামি করে। Cristiano pakai Cristiano. Jadi sanksi Cristiano.
কেউ এখন পুরো কেউ তো দেখে না
It's been hard work for the Sri Lankan batters. They haven't gotten going as yet. The players were able to quench their thirst. So did the bowlers with the new ball. And how did you quench your thirst, Shameem?
Just to watch the wickets go. That's more like that. It'll be absolutely all right. That's the Basant Santa wicket, an important one. He scored 35, was looking threatening, but good work from Bangladesh. A little bit of extra bounce, got the top part, no problem, Simon. Well, if you want to know all about the Sri Lankan cricket, we'll talk about that in a moment. The bowling has been pretty good. Tanvir has been expensive, but he's got a wicket. Once again, has been enchanting. Extra bounce, got the top part. No problem. If you want to know all about the Sri Lankan cricket, download the SMC mobile app. All about that brings you team news, match news, lunch board, players' actions, information on both international and domestic cricket, ticket purchasing for games, all information can be obtained via this app. So get on it and get all the news of Sri Lanka cricket.
Yeah, Sri Lankan cricket board keeping abreast of content demands. Smartphones era, and we'll have to bring something smart and smarter. He needs to be smarter to survive in this format of Mendes. He really needs to establish himself.
Yeah, he needs to establish himself, but what he also needs to do first is ensure that he doesn't give any opportunities. And by that, I mean to get his concentration back. After any kind of break, we've noticed that there is some kind of lapse in the momentum, particularly built up by the batters. Kusal Mendes will have to be careful about that to get his focus back.
Well, it happens, but at the moment, there is no momentum as far as Kusal Mendes is batting. Yes, he started off with arm race, but after that, he's been shuttled. Not only have seen some good bowling from Bangladeshis, but how about fielding? Not afraid to throw their bodies the line and save many runs.
And that's the support you need to give your bowlers. Just so uplifting. The spirit of a bowler when he sees a good piece of fielding and the effort given in the deep, that just works wonders. Now, step forward, initial thrust forward, then has to come back when the bowlers just drops it a tad short.
That's how you deal with quality spinners. Forward press helps you get back on the front foot and maneuver the length.
And he gives the ball some enticing the batter. Nicely easing into that shot. into the deep just for the single. I'm just wondering, Amir, when Mehdi Hasan Miraj, the skipper, might consider giving Tanveer Islam a bit of a rest into his 6th over. He's bowling exceedingly well, so the temptation will be there to keep him on maybe for another 1 or 2.
Yeah, there are plenty of options for the captain. Shamim really bowled well, not you. Shamim Patwari. Good usage of the feet. Make the batsman game of that occasion. That was an elegant stroke from Kamindu Mendes.
It was indeed, and breaking the shackles. Haven't had a boundary for a while, and look at this lovely shimmy down the wicket. Gets to the pitch, nicely behind him. Didn't try to hit too hard. That's the placement. Perfectly done. So pleasing to the eye. That will lift Sri Lanka's spirit. It's need to build up a solid partnership. Bangladesh, on the other hand, got to get another one quick. Just pulling it back ever so slightly in terms of length. Simple tuck away for another single. Yeah, Tanveer, I just suspect after seeing that boundary being hit and the manner in which they're negotiating him, might just be given a rest. Wait and see. Yes, and Miraj himself did so very well, as you mentioned, Amir. Got the backup going. Can dry out the runs. And another single to finish off that over. 79 for 2. It's been that dot, the blue dot, which has not really allowed Sri Lanka to travel smoothly. A couple of wickets down, 4.65. The bowling has been accurate. Short. That look at that fielding. We're talking about the support given. That was a hit-me ball. The fielder did very well.
And that can be confidence booster for the bowlers. If they know they'll be supported by the fielders when they bowl an ordinary delivery, they can get their focus back and they can start bowling with a big heart.
Well, that kind of feeling helps Taskin to maintain that best economy rate I was mentioning a short while earlier. How good he has been. When he doesn't take the wickets, he dries out the runs. Look at it. Since 1st January 2023, minimum of 150 over, Taskin Ahmed leads the pack with 4.87. 46 wickets to boot. Got big names there. Matt Henry, Kagiso Rabara, Josh Hazlewood, Mohammad Siraj. But he is enjoying that economy spell.
Yeah, it's a luxury to have in your lineup. Not only economical, but threatening too. You have that ability, especially in shorter format, to keep the batsman quieter and then send them back.
And he's bowling within himself. You can see 134, 131. Those are the speeds. He can generate pace, but he assesses the requirement of the wicket. The heat here, it's really muggy.
You got the smarts now.
There has. You've got to be smart. Once again, back of a length does not really allow the batter to either go forward or go deep into his crease. And with this kind of pace, it's not going to be easy to try and take him on. Containment here, done brilliantly by Taskin Ahmed.
You know, in yesteryears, if you compare the scale of now and of yesteryears, he was not committed to every delivery. At times he used to go through the motions, but now he commits himself. Fuller. Now where he is going to land the ball, to which batsman? He wasn't in control, looked like thick inside edge, good enough to take the ball over the boundary line.
Well, some relief for the Sri Lankan supporters, but as you said, not the most convincing, was just inside part of the bat, but he put it away in an area where it was difficult for the fielders to get to it, and thus the boundary.
You think he was intending to hit the ball there?
No, not at all. Intending to hit it much more forward of square. Inside part, but lucky runs, and they'll take it, Sri Lanka. Good comeback delivery to finish the over. 84 for 2.
বাংলাদেশি ও প্রবাসী ভাইদের জানাই আসসালামু আলাইকুম। অনলাইনে বেটিং করবার জন্য ভালো কোনো সাইট খুঁজে পাচ্ছেন না? আর নয় দেরি, 24 ঘন্টা কাস্টমার সার্ভিস।
Bangladeshi bowlers have done well in the heat, restraining the Sri Lankan batters, and as anticipated, the change in the bowling. The skipper comes on. He bowled wonderfully well in the previous game. 111 wickets, just a 4 for 25.
Yeah, he picked up a wicket in the last game after 5 matches. But he's been bowling very well consistently. The first delivery went into the gap once again. Good fielding at the boundary line. It was Shamim Patwari.
Was 1 for 37 in the previous game, and that was Lusner to start off with. Chor was onto it in a flash, but circled around. Again, bit of a dart for the second run. Eventually the ball arrives. There's a good take. Once again, the fielding, the commitment shown by Bangladesh has been of high quality. That's the way to come back after you lose first ball.
That was clever bowling. Length was the same, trajectory was the same, but line slightly towards off stump and also angling the ball away from the right-hander. That's too easy.
Yes, too straight. That's a line he wants to avoid. Basically, need to bowl it outside the line of the off stump, get it to turn in. Not that we've seen too much evidence of purchase of the wicket. Essentially, got to make sure the batter is not given the freedom to either come inside out or go onto the off stump and sweep the ball. And with the left-right combination, they'll have to just come around, change of angles. Yeah, no turn, and it's that arm ball heading straight in. That might be a dilemma for the batters, wondering when is it going to start gripping. Into the 19th over, ball hasn't really done anything off the track in terms of turn. Keeps on bowling them straight. Keeps on allowing the singles to be taken.
If you don't allow batters to score more than 5 runs, temporary ODI cricket, as a bowler, you're doing a fine job. All wide, been called by the umpire.
Kusal Mendes, you're talking about the players drawing out the runs, the bowlers. Last 25 balls, or 26 now. Just the 14 runs. You started off with a bang. You're hitting the balls to all parts of the ground. Pressure must be building. It's to be seen how he rides that pressure out and absorbs that pressure. 90 for 2. Bangladeshi bowlers have not really allowed the Sri Lankan batters to take advantage. No big tall buildings so far. They'll be pretty content because it is a pitch which is a little bit tilted towards the batters. Eases into that one, but just quickly enough, an extra cover stops that ball from going through. Hasn't hit a boundary for quite a while now. Must be just inside. He must be brewing that I've got to go big one of these deliveries.
Yeah, the bowler has to sense that. The frustration is creeping in. Mind of the batter. Do not try and overdo things. Keep it simple. Keep on landing the ball in the right areas. That was a gift. That was a gift. He was looking for that thing and got that and was ready for it.
And the smile breaks out. Smile of relief for Kusal Mendes. Boundary after 27 balls that he's faced, but it was there to be. It was simple. It's pitched up right through the line, easy as to come.
Yeah, it was aforementioned. You don't have to over-try as a bowler. Just keep on lengthening the ball in the right areas, back of the length. That's where he faltered. Increase the length, and Kusal Mendes is too good a batsman to miss out on those ones.
Nice comeback. It's just that little bit, just 6 inches shorter than the previous one. That's the job.